everybody, it's Sharon here. Welcome back to my channel for those who are returning, and welcome to any new subscribers that may be visiting for the first time. So I've been doing a little bit of collecting and gathering, and I have some new digital treasures to show you, and I thought I would turn the camera on and do that. Now I probably won't do any crafting in this video. This is purely just to show you what I've collected lately. So first of all, I wanted to show you a kit from FarMirage. Now I haven't printed all of these papers because there's quite a few and I'm not quite sure how I want to use them, so I did a couple of test prints just to see what I thought and how I would like to use them. So this kit is called Dragonflies 1 and I've printed them 4 to a page. So just going through, some of the images are quite large. They're really beautiful though. And the orientation changes, so as you can see, so these are all 4 to a page. And remembering this is only a small portion of the kit. Isn't that glorious? And then I printed them a little bit smaller because I was thinking perhaps I could fussy cut some out. So I've done them 9 to a page, which was the option I had on my printer, and I think they will be a good size to fussy cut. So a few different choices there. So that is FarMirage Dragonflies 1. Then I have FarMirage Ladies Flower Garden. I think these are gorgeous. They're so soft and delicate and colourful. And I think that's the last page. So there's 5 pages in total. And then I've printed them 2 to a page so that I had some smaller images. I thought they might be fun on clusters and things as focal points. And so I think it was this page here. I've done the same page twice because there was an odd number of pages. Okay, so that was FarMirage Ladies Flower Garden. And then I have FarMirage Pansies. I love the vibrant colours in these. And these have all been printed onto matte photo paper. So all the images I've shown you so far have been on matte photo paper. So again, that's FarMirage Pansy. So I'm thinking my next project may be a farm journal. So I've been sourcing some images that I might like to incorporate into a farm journal. So this one here is also from FarMirage and it's called 18 Fruit Seeds Catalogues. Oops. And I've printed these 4 to a page. I think these ones came as PDFs, so I've printed them 4 to a page. I didn't want them overly large. And I kind of love that the images are attached to each other. I've had a couple of ideas of ways I could use them because they're printed that way. So, and again, they're printed on matte photo paper. And I did have a couple that only printed 1 to a page, so I've just turned the page around and printed my odd number. I think they came in separate folders. I think there were 4 folders. And so I've printed each folder separately. 4 separate pages, sorry, 4 separate PDF pages. And I've printed each one separately. And at the end of each one, they had one single image that didn't fit on the 4 to a page print. So I've turned that last page around to print the second kit, the last page of the second kit on that same page. Just trying not to waste so much paper. Just in case you were wondering why it printed like that. Okay, so that was FarMirage 18 Fruit Seeds catalogues. And then I have Mrs. Coggs, the Vintage Farm, and I love these images. I think they are glorious. They were ticking a lot of my boxes. Hope I'm not going too quickly for you. I have quite a few kits to get through, so. And then I've printed these 2 to a page as well. So that's those. Again on matte photo paper. And I have a kit from Allegradigital called Junk Journal Ephemera Farmhouse. And I love these images. I went looking on Etsy for farm related papers and ephemera and focal points that really spoke to me. So these are the things that I've chosen to incorporate into my journal. Now, I'm not doing a large journal, and I will only use a handful, but I may do more than one. So, because, well, I have lots of choices now. So, I love these images. They bring that real rustic vintage feel, which is, you know, it's what I love. So they really spoke to me. Love the milk bottles, and I really love this little cow here. Okay, so that was Allegradigital Junk Journal Ephemera Farmhouse. So excited. And then I have a kit from FarMirage called British Domestic Animals, and I kept these kits from FarMirage separate from the others because these are the ones that I may end up using in my farm journal. So I'm not sure if you can see, I have a line across some of these images. I've had trouble with my printer in the last couple of days. Well, I've had trouble with lots of things, my printer, my internet. So I may have to reprint some of these images, but I'll see what I want to use before I reprint anything. And then I've printed them, I think they were 2 to a page as well, just to get that slightly smaller image. And then I've done them 4 to a page, which I forgot I did, but that's fabulous. I love choices. Okay, so that's FarMirage British Domestic Animals. I think I printed those when I first started having problems, so I didn't realise that they hadn't printed well. Okay, also from FarMirage, I have got a couple of paper kits. So this one is called Vintage Florals 1, and I was kind of looking for papers that had a bit of a farmhouse wallpaper feel, but I didn't want necessarily overly bright, loud colours. So I fell in love with these, and there are a couple of packs from FarMirage that I've purchased, and I think they're really beautiful. So just flipping through this kit, Vintage Florals number 1. The pattern on this is so subtle. I'm hoping it's showing okay on camera. So pretty. And part of the reason I decided I wanted slightly more muted colours was because the kit from Allegradigital is quite bright and vibrant. So I didn't want anything competing with that. And I think these will be a perfect match. So that was FarMirage Vintage Florals number 1. And then I have FarMirage Flower Meadow. And again, some beautiful vintage tone slightly muted wallpaper images. Except I think this is the brightest image out of all the papers that I've purchased. That is the brightest image, and I think that's quite fun and pretty. So even this orange for me is that beautiful vintage orange, so I really love that. And these papers and the last kit I showed you from FarMirage are printed on normal copy paper, just so that you know. And that's the last one in that kit. So that was FarMirage Flower Meadow. And then I have FarMirage Monochrome Florals #1. Same theme, the soft muted tones, the continuous pattern. Whoops, having trouble picking it up. Beautiful soft vintage colours as far as I'm concerned, and I love that. They ticked all of my boxes. I guess when I go looking for things, I have a certain vision of what I have in mind, so they definitely spoke to me. And then from MyOldBarnDoor, I have Autumn Farms Digital Journal Kit. These are so pretty. They're very soft and muted. I love this old truck. Oops, I have 2 pages there. Oh, we can't forget the chickens. Now these papers are printed on normal copy paper, and I did print them borderless, so they haven't quite printed borderless, just so that you know. So the previous set was also borderless, and it's gone right to the edges of the paper, whereas these ones, I did double check it when I was printing, and that was on the borderless settings. So, but I love them. I love that. And I didn't think about the ephemera in the kit printing borderless, so I'll possibly go back in, and if I decide to use them in my journal, I will possibly print those onto matte photo paper, and I won't print those borderless. I mean, they're still fine as they are. I'm not sure. I have choices. Love that page. Love that page. So pretty. So that was MyOldBarnDoor Autumn Farms Digital Journal Kit. And then last but not least, I have NostalgieGrafikland. This is my first purchase from them. It was also my first purchase from MyOldBarnDoor, so that was exciting. And this kit is called Farm Journal Pages, and I am in love with this kit. In love. Beautiful vintage papers, vintage tones, vintage patterns, more muted colours. I just love it. And these are also printed onto normal copy paper. Just so fun. I love this image. I was about to say I love that image too. I really just love this kit. I just think it's so beautiful. I haven't actually flicked through these pages properly. I've been busy printing, so I had them ready to do my video, and so I'm kind of seeing them for the first time with you. Seeing them properly. Obviously I looked at them online, but even the red, such a beautiful vintage red. I just love it. Oops, and that one's upside down. Sorry about that. Okay, so that was NostalgieGrafikland, and that was Farm Journal Pages. So I hope you're all safe and well, and I look forward to seeing you all soon, everybody. Stay inspired, stay safe, and happy crafting. Bye for now.